What is life to you? They don't know what we've been through. Feeling down with nothing left to do. What is life to you?
The New York Women's Foundation is a cross-cultural alliance of women and men working together to transform the conditions of poverty, building a New York City that is prosperous for all, where women, families, and communities reach their full potential. Since the recession, 100,000 more New Yorkers have become poor. 26% of children live in poverty. Unemployment remains at nearly 10%. The foundation responded to the devastating impact of the recession by increasing its grant-making by over 20%, distributing close to $6.4 million to 100 community-based organizations in New York City. 50% of women trained by Rock New York found employment during the recession.
After working for Merrill Lynch for 9 years and being laid off, and having a daughter, a 21-year-old daughter in college and a senior in college, of course I panicked. I really was looking for something to, make a decent income, and found it in Rock. I'm currently working as a bartender. The biggest difference for me is that Rock New York has given me a sense of security that I can make a living and be able to take care of myself and my daughter.
Colors was founded by workers who worked at Windows on the World on top of the World Trade Center. The idea being, we're immigrants, we've worked in restaurants throughout the city for years, why not do our own? We were able to get it started and turn it into this wonderful job training facility. Workers from all around the country called us and said, wow, we want to do something like that in our own cities. So what we do in New York really has implications for every other city around the nation.
Last year, New York Women's Foundation's investment of $40,000 in Parent JobNet placed 22 single mothers in jobs and yielded over $300,000 of income to their families.
The organization really is about helping parents and touching lives.
New York Women's Foundation invests in us, and Parent JobNet invests in public school parents. Parents then go back and they are able to invest in their families, and then families are invested into their communities. That's what happens. With a small grant, you have a really big outcome.
As the foundation responds to the challenging needs of today, we also invest in tomorrow by creating opportunities and building the next generation of leaders. This year, a grant of $31,000 from the foundation helped Voices Unbroken assist over 138 young women in the foster care system or incarceration transform their lives and their communities through creative self-expression and self-growth.
I had this plan of what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to college. I wanted to be successful. I wanted to help out my family. And Voices Unbroken helped me own my story. It helped me to write it down, to share with the world so that the world could see the struggle I've been through and the potential I had.
Voices Unbroken, they helped me accept myself, appreciate my life, and to appreciate people.
It was really difficult to have my mom incarcerated because I have an older sister and 2 younger siblings, and we were always a very close family. So Voices Unbroken gave me the tools and empowered me to apply for things like the New York Times Scholarship and the Seinfeld Scholarship, which helped me get into Columbia. I worked during the summers and during school, even though I didn't need to because I had a full ride. So I wanted to build a resume to get me into a great place like J.P. Morgan, where I work now.
With 23 years of expertise, the New York Women's Foundation has strategically invested nearly $25 million in community-based organizations, improving the lives of over 5 million women and families in New York City. As we look ahead, the foundation will continue its bold, unwavering response to create a city that is prosperous for all families and communities. When you lift up women, you lift up families and communities.
What is life to you?